Yum.
Oh, Fruity Furballs are my absolute favourite sweets in Hairyland.
Oh, hello. Have you ever had a Fruity Furball? No?
Hey, Quiff, remember the time that the Hairies had a whole bag of Fruity Furballs?
I sure do. This is a good one. Listen up.
No, I'll tell. I want to tell Quiff. OK. So, it was another sunny day in Hairyland. And down in the curly-swirly meadow, Minnie Ha Ha had got Boise to help her organise something.
We were watching from the wifty-wafty willow tree.
And what was Minnie organising?
An obstacle race!
Well, you know how energetic Minnie is, don't you?
Minnie Ha Ha, she is so fantastic. Minnie Ha Ha, she is so gymnastic. Watch her go, go straight, she has elastic.
Hopping, leaping,
Skipping, jumping,
careful Minnie, mind the bumping.
Minnie, oh Minnie Ha Ha.
So, Boise and Minnie were laying out sacks on the ground for the sack bit of the race.
But the race was going to go all around Hairyland. Everywhere.
Minnie and Boise were so excited.
And the prize was going to be...
A whole bag of Fruity Furball!
A whole bag.
Yeah,
I mean a whole bag.
yeah, I know what you mean.
A whole bag.
Yes, this was the day of the Fruity Furball Race.
But over the bridge from Chateau Shampoo, someone came stomping. Can you guess who?
Boris,
Boo-hoo! What's he gonna do?
Boris needed Boise's help back at the chateau. Now,
Boise was sad. He wanted to run the race. Minnie begged Boris to let Boise stay. And she said that Boris could join in too.
but Boris said he was far too busy. So off he went with Boise. And now Minnie felt sad.
But you know Minnie, she's never sad for long. And she set off home to get the others ready for the race.
Come on, Wiggy, let's follow Minnie.
Yeah.
So off we went on our popper picking.
Over me round Hairyland,
Round Hairyland.
I am quick.
And I am Wiggy.
with a hairy fairy band.
When we flew into the Ha Ha Hairies garden and landed in the hairy pear tree, Ma, Minnie, and Pa were all getting ready for the race.
They were very excited.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, nothing exciting was happening.
Boris was making Boise fill bottles while he watched the Ha Ha Hairies through the hairy staring and laughed.
Ma, Pa and Minnie were all waiting for Nana.
But they didn't have to wait for long.
So now it was time to limber up.
Limber up, get your muscles warm and ready. Limber up for the Hairyland race.
Stretch up high.
Then bend down low.
And now let's pick up the pace. 2, 3, 4. Star jumps, running on the spot.
Running on the spot.
Running on the spot.
Star jumps, running on the spot. Limber up for the Hairyland race. Limber up, get your muscles warm and ready. Stretch right up to the sky.
Bend your knees and touch your toes.
If you win, you get the prize.
Star jumps, running on the spot.
Running on the spot.
Running on the spot.
Star jumps, running on the spot. Limber up for the Fruity Furball prize. Limber up for the Fruity Furball prize.
When Boris saw the Fruity Furballs, he stopped laughing.
There was nothing Boris Boris liked more than a Fruity Furball.
Why didn't Boise tell him that Fruity Furballs were the prize?
Ella, Boris wanted the Fruity Furballs more than anything in Hairyland.
So what he needed was a plan. Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be? And the plan was for Boris and Boise to join in the race after all.
Not that running was Boris's best thing.
But he'd do anything for a bag of Fruity Furballs, so off they went to the curly swirly meadow.
Meanwhile, Ma, Pa, Nana and Minnie were all at the starting line.
And we were back in the wifty wafty willow tree.
But just as they were going, ready,
Steady!
who should arrive but Boris and Boise? When the Ha Ha Hairies saw them, they were delighted.
Boris said he was doing the race for Boise.
I don't believe Boris is going to run this race.
He's going to cheat, Wiggy.
Cheat? That is so wrong. Cheat?
That's Boris. You know how lazy he is. They were all lined up again, ready to start the race. Ready, steady, go! And they were off.
This was the sack bit of the race.
Ha Ha Hairies all jumped in their sacks, but Boris put his feet through the sack and cheated.
Then, in the forest of Frizz, they did the hoppy bit of the race.
The Ha Ha Hairies all hopped, but Boris ran and cheated.
Then up at Chateau Shampoo, they did the skippy bit of the race.
The Ha Ha Hairies all skipped round the pond, but Boris ran and got to the front of the line. Yes, Boris cheated.
Then, in the hairy apple orchard, they did the balance a bucket on your head bit of the race.
The Ha Ha Hairies balanced buckets, but Boris just carried his. Yes, he cheated.
Back in the curly swirly meadow, they were getting to the end of the race.
Boris spotted Pa's bottle brush boat and had an idea. Surely it would be quicker to row than to run.
This is the worst cheat of all.
Well, I told you he was going to cheat.
I know.
Boris was so pleased with his plan, he didn't see the bushes in time, and splash!
Boris staggered out of the river and crawled to the finish line.
When the Ha Ha Hairies saw him, they all felt sorry for him. They didn't know he'd cheated and that his cheating hadn't worked.
Boris arrived home all wet and muddy.
He didn't want to join in the celebrations. He was very, very cross.
A little bit later, back in the Ha Ha Hairies garden,
There was great excitement as Nana announced the winners of the Fruity Furball Race.
and Ma gave Minnie and Boise the prize. The big bag of Fruity Furbballs.
And of course, Minnie and Boise shared them with everyone else.
Except Boris, because Boris was in a great big sulk. Boris.
Oh, now we've eaten a whole Fruity Furball each, Wiggy. I think it's time to limber up. Up, up, up. Ready? 2, 3, 4.
Star jumps, running on the spot.